Miss, I don't know if you speak, but I don't listen.
Second, okay. Now you can listen.
Yes, Miss.
It's because of this. Okay, when we talk about sentences in report speech, we take into account that the first verb is past tense, so we make the back shift, the change. Okay, that's what we studied. Simple present, simple past, present perfect, past perfect, past perfect. Will, would, can, could. Okay, may and might, we don't work with it. Present progressive, past progressive. Okay, this is what we used. And that I mentioned, this to that, today, that day, these days, those days, now, then, ago, before, last weekend, the weekend before, the previous weekend, next week, the following, tomorrow, the next day, or the following day, and here changes to there. Remember, it's a little bit messy, but you have to take into account all those elements, okay? So here we have sentences. Sorry, I have a sore throat. To be changed from active to passive. Benjamin, I often have a big hamburger. Benjamin says,
He often has a big hamburger.
Hannah, they live in Boston. Hannah said,
They live in Boston.
they live or they lived?
How? ¿Cómo?
They
they
live
live
in
it.
Boston or they lived?
They live it.
They lived. Not lived, but they lived. Okay? Tyler, Ian doesn't invite girls to the parties. Tyler told me.
Ian didn't invite girls to his parties.
Okay. Notice this is present tense, so there is no back shift. Dominic, she understands Japanese. Dominic remarks says that she understands Japanese or she understood Japanese. Remember, the first one is in present, so there is no verb change. She understands, so she understood Japanese.
She understood.
Bella doesn't collect stickers. Sophia explains that, notice, simple present tense, not past, present. Bella doesn't collect stickers. Sophia explains that.
I have to put in present.
Yes, because remember, we change when it is past.
Okay.
We made all those changes because the report speech is usually past tense. But if it is present tense, it is no reported speech. You just write it or you just say it in the current tense. You don't change it. You don't backshift.
O sea, it's okay to, Bella doesn't collect stickers.
Dennis often downloads the latest tunes. Here is past tense. So we have to change. Robert added that.
I changed to present. No,
to past.
Okay, so Dennis often downloaded the last tunes.
The latest tunes.
Latest.
Okay, give me a second. Whenever I try to do this, it sends me there. Let me put it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. Okay, Olivia, Leroy is out riding his new waveboard today. Waveboard, las tablas esas de surf que son pequeñitas. No las grandes, sino las pequeñas. I don't know the name here. In Venezuela, we call them Mori Boogie, the Mori Boogie boards. In English, they call it, in British English, waveboard. La tabla de correr olas, but it's not a surf one. It's a smaller one. So Olivia explained past tense.
Leroy was out riding his new waveboard that day.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Past tense. Look at it. That.
He doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
He doesn't know what to do.
Mr. Jones is rude to Samantha. Present tense here. Lily thinks that.
Mr. Young is rude to Samantha.
Okay. And finally, James and David. We have to go now. James and David tell me, present tense.
They have to go now.
They have to go now. Okay. Remarks, present tense. She understands Japanese, okay?
Yes.
If the reporting verb is in simple present says there is no backshift. Backshift means change. There is no change of tenses. Same here. Added, past tense. The reporting verb is in past, so there is backshift. Simple present to simple past. She didn't know what to do, okay? Let me get back here because I need only, oh my God. I need sentences, time phrases, pronouncing report speech, reported commands, and reported commands. We can use all this. Present perfect sentences, present progressive sentences, simple past sentences, simple present sentences, statements with expressions of time. Okay, because these are these are sentences. Questions next week. Okay, how do we change the time words? From today, we said, what expression we change today? A week before, that day, that morning, the night before, the following week, the next day, the week before, the weekend before, then or those days.
I put in past, right?
Now, remember, what we change in past are the verbs, but give me a second, 7:30, 8:30, okay. Okay, here we are. Remember that yesterday we talked about place and time. Okay, when we use today in report speech, that day. Now, then, or at the moment. Yesterday, the day before. Days ago, days before. Last week, the week before. Next year, the following year. Tomorrow, the next day, or the following day. Here, there. This, that. This, those. Ago, previously, or before. Tonight, that night. Remember that we studied this yesterday. Okay. There's a day before yesterday, we talk about that places and times change when you go from direct speech to indirect speech, okay? So it says, Maria is working today. Maria said she was working that day. We are having class now. I told my boss we were having class at the moment. Peter, I went to school yesterday. Peter said he had gone to school the day before. Raul studied for his tests 3 days ago. Raul said he studied for his test days before. Mr. Marlon traveled to Colombia last week. Mr. Marlon said he had traveled to Colombia the week before. Okay, so whenever we have a report speech, we take these expressions in direct speech and we change when we make the report speech. Okay, that's why here in this exercise, the idea is that you use the expression to change. For example, today, no, today is not but the next day, but that morning, but that day. So yesterday, which expression corresponds to yesterday in report speech?
The day before.
Tomorrow?
The next day.
The next day? A week ago?
Wait. A week before.
The week before. Last weekend?
No, a week ago is a week before. And last weekend is the week before.
The week before. Next week?
Next week.
Which of those expressions indicates the week that comes in the future? We're talking about the week in the future.
The following week.
The following week. These days. Which one refers to days?
Those days.
Those days. Last week?
The week before.
The week before. Now?
Then.
This morning?
That morning.
That morning. Okay, nice. Check. 9 out of 10. Last weekend, the weekend before, not the week before. The weekend before. Okay, pronouncing report speech. Here we're going to change. Jacob, I work in an office. Jacob told me that he worked in an office. Okay? The change from I to he, and so on. Okay, Ryan and Lucas, we play football. Ryan and Lucas told me that, which pronoun we change we? We too?
Their. Their.
They play football.
Yes.
Victoria, I like my cat. Victoria told me that. They're talking about Victoria.
Wait, no veo.
We're talking about
Victoria.
Victoria. Victoria, I like my cat.
Her.
Victoria told me that.
Her.
Her like it?
No, she like.
She liked it. She liked it. The cat belongs to whom?
My cat.
My cat. Henry, can you see me? Henry asked me if. Can you see me? Henry asked me if.
Henry, can you see me? If he's. No, no está his.
If.
If he.
If he could see.
Oh.
Remember, you have to report. Okay, so Henry asked me if he could see or I could see or you could see.
Could see me.
Could see me. Me is not here.
Oh.
So?
Could see him. No, him.
Could see him. Okay. Julian, I will have to borrow your pencil. Julian told me that. Julian, I will have to borrow your pencil. Julian told me that.
I will. No.
Who borrows the pencil?
I
would have to borrow. Whose pencil is that?
Espérame que.
¿De quién es el lápiz? Whose pencil?
I will. Julian. Sorry.
Whose pencil is that?
Julian.
So Julian told me that. Julian told me I would have to borrow. Whose pencil?
His pencil.
His pencil.
Him
pencil?
Yes.
Melanie, my father is Jamaican. Melanie told me that father is Jamaican.
That her father is Jamaican.
That her father is Jamaican. Her father is Jamaican. Emma and Doris, can we use your camera? Emma and Doris asked me if
If they're
they
yes,
could use
my camera.
my camera. Leah, how's your journey? Leah asked me how journey was.
My journey.
My journey. Isabella and Ella, we love our pets. Isabella and Ella told me that
Eh, Isabella and Ella told me that no, their love
they loved
her pets.
her pets. Okay. Grandmother, please bring me a cup of my tea. Grandmother told me to bring
Her no. Bring me my no. No. Her
her to bring her a cup of my tea, a cup of
her tea.
her tea. Okay. Okay. Houston, we have some problems. Fíjate tú, tienes que enfocarte. Ninguna oración puede comenzar con un posesivo. Acuérdate que my, your, his, her, their, our, its son pronombres, son adjetivos posesivos. Indican a quién pertenecen cosas o con quién hay relación. Esto es una oración, ¿verdad? Que debe tener sujeto, verbo y complemento. Their nunca puede ser el sujeto de una oración, a menos que vaya acompañado por un sustantivo. Their brother plays football. Their friends play football. Their house is big. ¿Ok? Pero cuando dicen we play football, ya tienes la idea. We cambia a they. Pero tiene que ser un pronombre personal. No puede ser un posesivo. ¿Ok? Igual aquí, Verónica told me that she liked. ¿De quién es el gato? El gato es de Verónica. ¿Ok? Y si el gato es de Verónica, si este gato le pertenece a Verónica, entonces no es my cat, sino her cat, porque es el gato de ella. ¿Ok? Luego tenemos, can you see me? Henry asked, can you see me? Henry asked if I could see him. Este he, ¿ok? No puede ir. ¿Por qué? Henry me pregunta, ¿me puedes ver? Henry preguntó si yo lo podía ver a él. ¿Ok? I could see him. Henry me preguntó si yo lo podía ver a él. Igual aquí. him es un pronombre complementario. ¿Ok? Y aquí estamos hablando del lápiz. Your pencil. Si él me está diciendo, Julian, tengo que pedirte tu lápiz. ¿Qué te dijo Julian? Julian me dijo que él tendría que pedir mi lápiz. ¿Ok? Mi lápiz, el lápiz que es mío. Vamos a la misma observación de antes. Esto jamás puede ser un sujeto. ¿Ok? Luego dice aquí igual. Isabella and Ella told me that their, no, porque no podemos usarlo. ¿Ok? ¿Y cuántas personas hay aquí? Dos. Isabella and Ella. Entonces no puede ser her pets, sino their pets. ¿Ok? Hay que estar pendiente con eso. Next. A ver, estas son, report commands. Ya, estoy buscando las que son primero las que son de selección y después las que son cambios directos. No, yo creo que todas las que quedan aquí. Y aquí tenemos mezclado presente y pasado, ya este lo hicimos, vámonos para acá entonces. Ok, estos son los commands, these are the commands in affirmative, okay? Remember that when we have the command, and you told me to clean the blue bike. Why? Because when we have commands, we just write to. Okay, to and the rest of the command. To clean the blue bike. Okay. Jessica told me, write a text message.
To write a text message.
Okay, to write a text message. Help Peter's sister. Nelly told me
To help Peter's sister.
to help Peter's sisters. Fred, wash your hands. Fred told me. Remember,
wash
you're
my
reporting.
hands.
Good. To wash my hands. Anna, open the window. Anna told me
To open the window.
to open the window. Tom, come at 8. Tom told me
To come at 8.
to come at 8. Do your homework. The teacher told me
To do my homework.
Doris, dance with me. Doris told me
to dance with her.
Sabine, meet Sandy at the station. Sabine told me
Meet Sandy at the station. To meet Sandy at the station.
to meet Sandy at the station. Victoria, check your emails. Victoria told me
To check my emails.
to check my emails. Okay. Here it's okay. No problem with the commands in affirmative. Let's go to the commands in negative. Okay. Remember, this changes to not to. Karen told me negative.
Karen took me not to play football in the garden.
Not to play football in the garden. Teacher, don't forget your homework. The teacher reminded me
Not to forget my homework.
not to forget, forget my homework. Don't shout at Peter. Mike told me
Not to shout at Peter.
shout.
What is the meaning of shout?
Shout. We have for gritar, we have different words. Cuando se grita sin intención, por un susto, por terror, por una sorpresa, it is scream. Okay? Then we have yell. Yell and shout. Shout and yell es gritarle a alguien. Okay? Don't shout at me, no me grites. Okay? Don't yell at me, no me grites. Shout is, for example, when a person is angry, is mad, and is having an argument with someone, and the voice goes up, up, up. Say, wait, don't shout at me. No me grites. Yell is es cuando se le grita a alguien, pero no dirigiéndole, no para dirigirse a decirle algo a esa persona, sino porque quiero llamar la atención de alguien. ¿Ok? Entonces, they say, don't yell at me. O sea, no me grites para llamarme la atención. So, depending on the situation, you can use yell, shout, or scream. Scream is the one that you don't have control. Okay? Don't talk to your neighbor. Yvonne told me.
And not to talk to my neighbor.
Denise, don't open the door. Denise told me.
Not to open the door.
Not to open the door. Marcel, don't sing that song. Marcel reminded me.
Not to sing that song.
Don't watch the new film. Jane advised me.
Not to watch the new film.
Don't ring Romy on Sunday. Water told me.
Not to ring Romy on Sunday.
Not to ring Romy on Sunday. Don't fly via Paris. Lisa advised me.
Not to fly via Paris.
Paris. Don't eat so much junk food. Comida rápida. Jamie reminded me.
Not to eat so much junk food.
Okay, let's check. No problem. Not to talk. This is my mistake, spelling mistake, but it's okay. And same here. I do not separate the tutus, but they are okay. Now, sentences. Okay. Let me see if we have mixed sentences, present progressive. This is past tense. Okay, this one. These are mixed. Están mezcladas. So here, okay, here we can do this. Emily, our teacher will go to Leipzig tomorrow. Leipzig is a city in Germany. Emily said that
Wait, my Eminem.
remember, we're telling what she said. Estamos diciendo que fue lo que ella dijo. It's like a chisme. Están haciendo un chisme.
Okay, their teacher
Their teacher will changes to
would
would.
would go to Leipzig
Leipzig. Tomorrow changes to
the next day.
the next day. Helen, I was writing a letter yesterday. Past progressive. Helen told me that
Present progressive.
past progressive
Okay.
changes to. ¿A qué cambiamos el pasado progresivo?
Had.
Helen told me I, she, he, she.
He had writing
She
a
had-
letter the day
She
before.
had written a letter the day before. My father flew to Dallas last year. Robert told me that. ¿El papá de quién viajó? ¿De quién es ese papá?
His father had.
His father had past participle of fly, flew, flown
Flew from
to Dallas
the year before.
the year before. Tim went to the stadium an hour ago. Lisa said that
Tim went to the stadium. Tim gone
gone or had gone?
had gone
Had gone
to the
to the
stadium
stadium
an hour before.
My mother will celebrate her birthday next weekend. ¿De quién es esa madre? ¿La madre de quién?
Patricia's mother, her mother.
Her mother
will celebrate her birthday the next weekend.
The next weekend changes to?
Next weekend. Next.
Another way to say next. A synonym for next.
The following weekend.
Michael, I'm going to read a book this week.
Michael said to me he was going to read a book this week, that
week. Jason and Victoria, we will do our best in the exams tomorrow. Jason and Victoria told me that
Jack, Jason, Victoria. They will do their best in exam tomorrow, the next day.
The next day. We didn't eat fish 2 days ago. Andrew remarked that
We didn't increase. They hadn't eat fish 2 days ago before.
eaten fish 2 days before. I spent all my pocket money on Monday. Alice complained that
At least she had spent all her pocket money on Monday.
John had already gone at 6. This one, don't worry, because we haven't had it past perfect. Okay? Past perfect is not in the course program. Okay? She had been reading. No, it doesn't matter. They would do their best. They would do their best in the exams. Me faltó la S. It's okay. Okay? John had already gone at SID. David said that. John had already gone at SID. Don't worry, because past perfect is not in the program for B1. It is in the program for B2. Okay? So with this, we finish for today. Maybe on Tuesday, we'll continue with report speech. Okay, and we're gonna work with questions, how to report questions in report speech, because up to now we have reported only affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and commands, affirmative and negative commands. But now we're going to work with questions, how to report questions, okay? So Bianca, have a nice weekend. See you next
Okay.
Tuesday. Okay, bye Bianca.
Thank you,
Thank you
Miss.
for
Bye.
coming.